Right, right. All right. Well, let's kind of talk a little bit about bootstrapping. Um, you created GoRankem, which actually raised money on Kickstarter. Would you mind kind of talking a little bit about GoRankem and using Kickstarter?
Yeah, so that's in fact the only money we raised. Um, yeah, so GoRankem. Well, I'll address what you said at first. I started the premise for GoRankem back in the fall of 2007. Had an offer to raise some money from one of my former professors, who was a former Fortune 500 CEO. But yet he wanted to come in and create a board of directors, of which he would be chairman of the board before the company was even before there was even a website, before there was anything. So it struck me as a little strange that I was just giving up that much control right off the bat.
Right.
So I actually declined. Little did I know that the economy was about to tank,
Right.
and that there wouldn't be necessarily 100 other offers piled up. But for better or for worse, when the economy did go down, we put our heads down and I built a team, and we we had to get pretty creative, and for a good while during GoRankem, we were all making money through other ventures or just other initiatives. But as far as Kickstarter goes, I was actually helping manage a band right out of school, and Kickstarter was really in its infancy, and I had initially it had come on my radar through reading up on some music stuff, and in particular, I hopped on the platform and I started thinking of all the different ideas that we could utilize the platform for the band, and then it hit me. I'm like, well, just like they've got their own group of supporters, so does GoRankem. And the band was moving too slow, and I was just getting a little impatient. So I was like, why don't we test this out with GoRankem? Let's see what we can do here. And Kickstarter must have been less than 6 months old, I believe. At the
Yeah,
time.
that was a while ago.
So yeah, it was nothing like it is right now. But essentially what we did was we had no clue what to expect. We didn't kind of know what was going to pan out. So we put $1,000 as the goal. Try to raise that in 30 days. Before you knew it, we had already raised $1,000 in 6 days. And then became a little more difficult because people, why should I donate if you've already hit your goal? So unfortunately, we had, put it a little too low. But we ended up raising close to $2,500. But considering hosting was our one and only primary business expense,
Right.
considering we weren't paying ourselves from GoRankem in those days, we went a long way to cover a large majority of our costs for a good while. So it was very helpful. I will say that at the time, Kickstarter did not have a search functionality or anything close to that. So 100% of what we raised came through our own networks.
Right.
So essentially, the way I looked at it was just a glorified way of asking friends and family for money. And what else was I going to say? I come to find out after the fact that we were supposedly the original web startup to successfully raise money on Kickstarter.
It's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, little did I know at the time it would be. We basically, of course, over time, then Diaspora came out, raised 6 figures. Now they've got people that are raising millions of dollars, and I literally think Kickstarter was the primary catalyst behind the whole Jobs Act and this whole crowdfunding movement. I think Kickstarter really just kind of put a spotlight on the industry, which is awesome. So it's cool to say we had a small part in that, and I actually may be involved in a movie that they're making about the whole Kickstarter journey. So
Wow,
we'll see.
that's awesome.
Yeah.